Cool. Welcome everyone to Treehouse Community Meeting number 6. It's April 25th in the North America and April 26th in Australia and New Zealand. Welcome everyone. We have a good turnout today, so hopefully it's going to be a good meeting. We're going to separate the meeting into two parts. We're going to go just us as a community, just chatting with each other. And then probably the reason why you guys have all come here, because you certainly haven't come here for me, is to talk about the what's happening with Treeple, and the guys from the Treeple team are actually here to talk about it. And I'm assuming Alex will be that one that will be talking. So those that are new to the Treehouse community, so we are a community of partners and people that just looking to check out the new Treeple CMS platform as well. So if you're new to Treeple, welcome. If you're an existing partner and this is all new, or you've been here before, welcome back again. Thanks for showing up. Just a few meeting rules. Again, if we encourage discussion, I don't want it all about me talking. This is the whole point of this as a community. We would just want to, like, if it ends up being like a counseling session because we all just feel like crying about business catalyst and the end of life, then let's make it that. But let's engage and talk about these things. If you guys have any questions, make sure you put it in chat. We have Donna in our team is going to be taking notes, and we'll try to answer them as best as we go. We'll also have Peter on the line as well, and Adam, and I think Catherine is coming in a little bit later. So Adam and Peter, chime in if you have any questions that you want to answer for people. Just go ahead and start talking. We'd love to see your faces as well, so don't be shy. Keep your video on. And no emotes or anything like that, but we'd like to actually see you moving around. So if you do want to talk, just unmute yourself. I've left unmute off for everyone, so if it's a manual thing for you. Just if you're not talking, just make sure you mute, because we want to make sure we don't hear you coughing and all that kind of stuff. So today we're going to be talking about a few new features. I'll just run through a few new features that have helped my workflow from an agency's perspective. We'll have an open mic, and then we'll have the Treeple team update us on what's happening with Treeple and what's coming down the line. Again, we have myself. I've run a digital agency in just outside of Vancouver, BC, Canada, called A3 Creative Solutions. And the other three hosts, please introduce yourself, starting with Peter.
Hey guys, I'm Peter from Genie Corp in Denmark. I work with John and Thomas, who's always also here. Yeah, former BC partner like most of you guys. Yeah, that's about it.
Thanks. Adam?
Yeah, I'm Adam Wilson from Logo Togo, just near Sydney, Australia. Yeah, former BC partner and really digging Treeple.
Cool. So let's do. I always like to see who's on the chat with us here. So maybe we can start with Tim. Just introduce yourself, and we'll kind of move along the line here if we can. So just chime in once somebody stopped talking, somebody else chime in. So Tim, why don't we hear from you? Where are you from, and what's your story?
Yeah, I'm from Germany, close to Frankfurt. And of course, former BC partner. Actually, I'm still a BC partner because I have BC sites I have to work on, like big projects, and which need lots of maintenance, and I can't migrate yet. So that's going to be next year. But at the moment, like most of you probably, I'm in like half the Treeple world and half the BC world, which is kind of odd because you have to work with both platforms. And yeah, that's the challenge at the moment. Preparing some migrations now, and also working on new sites. Kind of interesting, but much nicer now that we have full FTP features, I have to say. That's really fun now. Kudos for that. Yeah, that's so far for me.
Cool. Who's next? Say hi, don't be shy.
Hello, I'm Ryan Gibbon. I'm in North Carolina in the United States. I also am kind of between BC and Treeple right now. I've got 4 live sites in Treeple. I'm just counting on my other screen. 1, 2, 3, 4 more that are ready to launch. and 32 sites remaining on BC that I'm trying to move over. So that's kind of where I'm at.
Who's next? Stay high.
Hi, I'm Hope Stewart. I'm in Melbourne, Australia. I'm like the others, caught between BC and Treeple, but in hindsight, I think the end of life of BC has been the best thing that's happened to us, because without that, we wouldn't be having Treeple, and Treeple just leaves BC for dead. I think I've got now 5 live sites on Treeple. Just launched one last week, and it was so good to be able to finally delete it off BC. Looking forward to doing more.
So Hope, do you have like a special gong or a buzzer or something that every time you delete a site from BC, you just something?
No, but I do find it a scary thing to actually press that delete button. Make sure everything's backed up, just in case the client says, "Oh, can you retrieve that file from the old server?" Like,
that's right. You need like the triple confirmation from the client. Okay, I got 3 emails. Okay, I'm good to go. And then you press the delete button, then you get the error has occurred when you delete it. That's always fun. But that is BC, right?
Yep.
It's one of those things. I find checking 3 times that I've got everything right is not quite enough. I need 4 times before I hit the delete button. Is it possible to recover if it's gone once you push the delete?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what they said.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it definitely does feel good though. Like it's one of those feelings like you feel good. It's one more site gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I guess I'm talking, so I'll say hi. Are you done, Hope? I'm not interrupting you. Okay. Well, I'm Vancouver. I'm Vancouver. It's been a long week. I'm Alex. I'm also in Vancouver, Canada, close to Aaron here. We actually haven't met up, but we live probably 45 minutes away from each other. I'm a front-end developer. I work with a client who's a communications company, Centrifuge Media Lab. They do mainly life sciences and kind of gen tech startups. And they are my only client right now. They've totally taken over all my available time. They were previously entirely on BC. And now we're all moving over to Treeple, and I'm joining them on that journey. I've been with them for about 3 years now, so it's kind of my story. I've migrated and have, I think I'm at 12 or 15 sites on Treeple, so that's kind of our progress. Feels good. Yeah, that's about it for me.
Cool.
Yeah.
If anybody else wants to chime in, go ahead, Alex.
One last thing. I was so excited about FTP, and then it wasn't working for me. And then I got on the forum saying, I'm so bummed that this feature isn't working yet. It turns out it's just me. I've been struggling with it. I should have gotten to support earlier. So anyway, the thing that I've been waiting for the most didn't work on one of my sites, and I just assumed it wasn't working. So there you go.
For sure. Sorry, 1 second here. I have no mic this morning, but glad to. Oh, this is Greg Tompkins. I'm going to iterate what he's just said here. I have no mic this morning, but glad to have made it along. Oh yeah, I'm from Gold Coast, and my agency is Top Left Designs. I have 2 sites up on Treeple right now. So welcome, Greg. And we've spoken on Slack and the Treeple forum as well. So good to have you here. If anybody else wants to chime in, now's the time. Otherwise, we're just going to keep moving along. Going once.
I'm Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Hello, I'm Paul. I'm from Wollongong in Australia, just south of Sydney. I've now got 1 new site up live on Treeple. Still to migrate the e-commerce sites that I've got on Business Catalyst, but I'm really enjoying Treeple. Yeah.
Very cool. Welcome, Paul.
Thank you.
How do we get hold of it?
All right, Peter, you're on. Are you saying something, or are we gonna?
I was trying to figure out what was happening. I didn't see anything happening. I'm Peter. I'm from Orange, about 4 hours west of Sydney in Australia, and I'm finally about to take my first site live. It's been an interesting journey because it hasn't been a straightforward migration from BC. there were some performance issues because of the way things work, but they're all eliminated now and it's ready to go.
Good.
It's good.
Nice. Nice. So, so I know Alex from Treehouse is probably going to need about 45 minutes here, and I need to be conscious of time because I have a client coming in at 3:20. So I just need to make sure this goes smoothly from a timing perspective. So I'm just going to keep moving along. If anybody else has anything to say, chime in now, please. But I just wanted to show you guys a feature that maybe some of you guys don't know is available, but it's been awesome. It's helped our workflow. And from what I know of BC, it wasn't available on BC. So it was just nice to have this. And so I will share my screen here. Somebody give me a thumbs up if you see my screen. Okay, good. Just take some of my client stuff off here as well. Okay, so like most of you guys, I'm up to 19, almost 20 sites now. So I'm pretty happy about that. Everything's been running smoothly. It hasn't been a smooth journey, and we have some pretty high-end, complex websites. But it's been the support from Treehouse has been awesome. I'm still, and I've said this a few times, but I don't need e-commerce right now. I have another platform for e-commerce. For me, it's more about the little things for the sites that I have active with my clients. That's the most important thing. So like WYSIWYG and how the photo manager works, and how clients can go in and update the sites, and all that kind of stuff is more important for me because I have, like many of you guys, have lots of sites that are live right now and they just have to work. That's plain and simple. They just have to work. So that's kind of where I'm at. And I've actually stopped my journey of migration. I've told myself I'm not migrating any more sites probably for the next 6 months. I'm fully onto fresh new sites right now, which has been awesome. Because to be honest, I'm kind of sick of migrations. I know I have to do them, and I have other platforms. And in all fairness, Treehouse isn't the only platform we're using. We're still doing WordPress. We're doing Shopify. We're exploring other options. But Treehouse will probably be 80% of our sites right now, just because it's built perfectly for what we need it for. So so that's kind of my journey right now. It's and that's we have, I think, 21 sites left on BC, but we tried to get through the bigger ones right away. We want to get the little ones for testing, just to make sure that the platform worked, which it did for those basic for sure sites. But when we got into more complex websites, that's when we started to run into performance issues. And the good thing was Treehouse was able to fix those performance issues, which is hopefully has been able to help the system improve for other partners as well. So that's been great. Okay, so the feature I wanted to show you guys today, and I'm actually using this on one of my beta sites right now. This is it's our local shop local company, and I just found this out the other day, and I don't know, it might be small for you guys, but for me it's huge. But one thing about Treehouse is you go into the pages and you put in all your page content, and then you have your SEO tab. The fact that you have a tab back and forth is, I understand the process. It would have been nice if all this was on one page, or when you tabbed, it wasn't a refresh of the screen. It was just stayed on the exact page. So having to copy over the title to the SEO title to the meta, and then do this and do this all the way down, it just became a bit of a process, right? So the fact that they now have the import export function has been huge. So I just tested it on one of our larger sites. It was like 60+ pages, and I mean, I was nervous when I was going in import, hoping that nothing was going to mess up because it was a live site, and everything went through smoothly. So it was really nice. So in order to engage this feature, you have to go into the beta features, and so you just got to go in here and check the advanced module import export. And so after you click save, it'll refresh the screen, and now you have the ability to do this. So this allows you to do, and I've only tested it on galleries and pages, but this certainly helps with the gallery aspect. Especially if you're doing a manual migration, not using the app at all, but doing a manual migration where you need to create a new gallery, and then you don't want to have those galleries be searchable on your website search. It can be a task to just have to go in and check every single one, and it could take time, right? So I've tested the import export method with the disable from site search option checked to true. re-imported it in, and everything worked, and it was fantastic. So that was a huge help. So I'm going to show you the pages import. So I have a bunch of pages here. I'm going to export these. Try to do this as fast as possible. Let's just go to desktop here. All right, so as you know, the import files open up as Excel files, not as CSV files, which is a nice change, because if you have a bit more editing capabilities in Excel than you do just a raw CSV file. But as you can see, I mean, this is just a site that it's under construction, so we really have no content, so it's not really anything. So for sake of this, I'm going to make sure I apply my templates to all these. So I know my default template is 1880. I'm just going to a bit. Because I've already created the pages, they all have external IDs. As for if any of you guys that are BC people, you'll know that this looks pretty much the same. But what you'll see in here now is you'll have the ability to, let me just hide these columns here. You'll have the ability to actually update the URL slug. So that's the actual, so the gallery, so /gallery. So you can actually update your slug right from here, which is fantastic. But you'll also be able to update your SEO title as well. So you can add your SEO title. You can add some meta descript. Sorry, I'm spelling mistakes. Going fast here. And then this little part right here, show page for search engines. So I know that I want some of these to show. Where's my true here? So I want this one to show for true. I don't want the identity one. And I want that one. So I want one of them is just non-searchable. I also want to add some canonical links. So I'll just add a little bit of a concatenate. So I don't know if you guys have used this. Oops. Concatenate. There we go. So I don't know if you guys have ever used the concatenate function in Excel. It's quite good, but I'm going to just add a. Geez. So add concatenate. I'll do it up here. So I'm going to go HTTPS shop local portmoody.ca, and I'm going to add that, and then I'm going to copy just the slug because it's going to be the same slug, and I'm going to close that off. Oh, what did I forget? Oh, I forgot the /. Okay, so with concatenate, it's really good because you can just use that, copy that over. I'll put it in the canonical link, and when you're pasting it, you can just paste it as a value, so it doesn't carry anything over, so that's good. And then you can add your disable from site search on here as well. So you just go like that, just delete this. And then even with the open graph, you're going to have to, double click in and actually put, your stuff in this way. And just for the image, just for the open graph image, so the Facebook LinkedIn images, just make sure you put the HTTPS and your website address in there. It won't work if you just do the relative URL. We've tested that already. I think Vlad had put some scripting in there where if you're actually on the site and you go to SEO and you actually add an open graph and just copy and paste, like, so let's just say you're grabbing the image from a blog and you put /blog image, it won't work. It'll render online as this. So it's really important that either you copy and paste this one. It's really important that you copy the actual website domain in there, or use this, find the image and put it in that way, and it'll automatically sort of prepend the URL there. So I'm going to take this, so you can actually add these things in here. So I'm just going to take this, I'm going to save it, and let's hope it all works in the import. And we're going to go import page. Actually, sorry, I forgot one thing. Where is it here? SEO priority. Let me just wrap that. So SEO priority, I'm going to make my homepage 1.0. Let's go 0.9. Let's just do this for now. So again, huge that you can actually do this. So if you, I haven't actually tested this from a fresh import. So if you had no pages in, if no external IDs are, but I've just basically, I try to get as many pages in there as possible and do all my edits after. So let's try this import. Desktop. This is called. Okay, let's try this out. Hopefully there's no errors. It all works. Okay, so it didn't post any errors. Oh, I put my default template as home, so I'll have to fix that. But let's just go into members. Let's see what happened. So it's created the members title. It's added the meta description. It's checked the search engine box. It's added the canonical link and the SEO priority. So again, for any of you guys that have big sites, this is huge. So rather than going one by one, you can do it this way. So big thanks to the Treehouse team for getting that done. I know it was a request that was made by a lot of us, but this certainly helps out. So thank you. Anybody have any questions about that? No? Is this all making sense to you guys? Thumbs up if it is. It's so quiet in here. I know we've talked about this a few times, but for any of you guys that are new, I use this quite frequently, is the admin menu configurator. It's kind of like after I've built out all my modules that I need, and I don't usually do this until I have everything built out, and you just copy the menu. I'll change it so it doesn't say analytics. I'll just say dashboard. This is kind of what I always do. Dashboard. And then I change this to nice editor, because this is more for clients. They don't know what nice means, so you just put editor in there. And I may, decide to move the content modules up here. I may go, okay, we don't need this anymore, and we don't need payment. There's no payment for this site, and you just hit save. And then, as you can see, everything over here just works. Or let's just say I want to bring, they're going to use the blog, the blog module, so I'm going to bring that guy out because I know that my client's going to use that all the time. So now they have quick access to it. So it's just a nice little feature that you can offer this to. Admin user roles, I've been using this quite frequently. I have a super admin, which would be us. And this would be more like relating to, because I'm a partner, I don't actually fit into the user roles there. So this would be somebody in my staff. They would be a super admin, and I would nominate their role to their user account. But then maybe we do a client admin. And then maybe the client admin, we don't want to give them access to, forms and file managers and snippets and this, and then you just hit save. And then basically everything that they don't have access to, they won't see here. So pretty simple stuff. And then once you're in admin users, I can assign Donna as a super admin or a client admin. So really, really simple stuff, which I find super effective. And the clients love it because I can actually create, custom modules for them. The other thing we can also do, and I'm not sure if you know this, but you can actually add new items to this as well. So you may want to go, I don't know, stuff I use often, and that could be your folder, and then bring that folder up, and you could put your blog in there, and you could put your menus in there, and you save it, and now you have an extra folder here as well. So little things that are really cool. It works really well for the clients, and they love seeing this kind of stuff, especially in those presentation meetings where you get to show them like what the system can do. It's pretty awesome. So good job, guys. So that's all I was going to show. Sorry, one more thing. The menus. So if you guys didn't watch Adam's review of Sprint 4.1, so we do have the option to go in and edit the menus through the layouts option now. So we just go into for me, primary menu, I can go into layouts, and then I click default, and then you have access to all of this now. So you have access to the sort of the main menu, the items, and then the sub items as well. Whereas before you had to go into file manager, you had to go to menus, menu layouts, and then go in this way. So it's just a quicker process because you're already working within the menu. So that's super handy. So that's all I have to say. I'd love to. Yes.
Sorry, just on menus. Apparently you can have different menu layouts. Have you played around with that, Aaron?
I haven't, and that was one of those things I wanted to to check out as well, because it's
pretty exciting.
Yeah, I think in some cases you'll actually have, times maybe you have a different template, but you want to use the same menu, but have different layouts for each template kind of thing, right? So it's
Yeah. Well, a lot of the times the footer menu will just be a version of the main nav, right? So
exactly.
then the client just manages it all through the menu interface and doesn't have to worry about updating multiple pieces there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But no, I mean it looks like it's easy because you just go in and you can just add a new menu group. And when you do
Yeah.
add it, it does bring over all of the everything that you need, right? So
Yeah.
so if you go to the page and you just want to add it to a page, let's see here, go view menus, and then so you can actually pick your layout group too.
Yeah.
So which is really cool. So
yeah, I can't wait to play around with that.
I do, Treeple team, I do think it would be good to have the ability to add your the object and the collection in here. So it's either an item or a collection with your collection variable in here. So because I use menus with as collections a lot in some cases, mostly on the mobile menu side of things, using the same menu type. So, but maybe I don't have to now that we have the ability to create new menu groups basically. So. Cool. So how's everybody else's journey going with Treeple? Are we looking like the same as us kind of thing, or what? So we have a few people that have launched a few sites. So Peter, how about you? Let's start. I'm going to start picking out people here. So, and we got 5 minutes, so enough time for 2 people.
Okay. We're just in the middle of things, just like you guys, like most of you guys. So we just did site number 25 on Treeple, and we have like 72, I guess 74 left on BC. Some of them are like can be migrated, and we just need to do the work and sell it to the client. And some it's just waiting for like features to come. Yeah, we're getting there, and yeah, hopefully, yeah, I don't know if that would be like dream scenario. It'd be like in the next anniversary of EOL, we could just have migrated all of them. But yeah, I hope to do it as fast as possible.
Cool. I'm just gonna jump on a chat message here because I think this one's important because I've been monitoring this one as well from our side of things, and it looks like it's Ryan regarding SEO and is anybody having any issues with losing SEO ranking from launching a Treeple site? And I've seen it on a few sites that I've done already, mostly on like a percentage basis because we have an SEO tool that we always every time we do a migration we'll check the SEO percentage, like health, basically on one site, and then check it against Treeple. And for the most part, it's been like a few points higher for Treeple, which has been great. But on some sites, it's actually been lower. So I'm trying to figure out where it's been. But I know it's I know it's been on the non-WW. What's the comment? The non-WW version trying to hook itself to the WW version of the site. So it's not catching that, but BC was. So I don't know. But Ryan, do you mind just jumping in here real quick?
Sure. Yeah, no problem. So I just recently found out. Can you hear me okay, first of all?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just found out from a client earlier today. He said that he's always been on page 1, and I've verified this in the past. I used to do his SEO work, that he's always been on page 1, maybe page 2 for the search term pest control Raleigh. And all of a sudden we switched to Treeple last week and he fell off completely. If you check pest control Raleigh, his website doesn't come up at all. And needless to say, being a pest control company in Raleigh, that's problematic. And, so it happened, coincidentally right when we launched the Treeple site. So of course he was quick to jump in and blame Treeple. And I said, I doubt highly that it's a content management system itself. It's got to be something that we're missing. I do have to thank Catherine. She mentioned to make sure I went in and made sure all the pages are set to show in search engines. I just jumped in the site while we were in this meeting and checked, and it turns out the homepage was not selected to show for search engines. So I just changed that. I'm hoping that fixes it quick. You know, I am going to export the pages and make sure that they're all set to show for search engines. But I guess I was a little bit surprised that that page, especially being the homepage, was set to not show for search engines. You know, so I don't know if that's something that happened during the migration or what it is. But anyways, I think that's the problem.
Yeah, I mean, if it doesn't have an index page, because it's, you think of like a tree, right? It doesn't have its tree from the top. If the homepage isn't being indexed, it's going to be a hard one, right? So, but I do agree, Catherine's point about you can log into Search Console and just refetch pages, right? That's a pretty,
yeah, that's my next step. Sure. Yeah. So, but otherwise, I mean, everything else has gone smoothly. The Triple team's done great. The prices have been reasonable. You know, I've got a couple of clients that launched post EOL announcement that aren't crazy about the cost, but it is what it is. And that's, you know, for the most part, I've been easily able to upsell triples. Yes, it's business callous, but it's better, it's faster, it's got more enhanced SEO. So overall, I'm very happy, and I you know, highly recommend it to everybody. But I'll let you kind of take over from there. I just wanted to share that with you.
I know for us, we are trying to avoid mentioning the word BC in any conversations. That's like, we're not trying to say BC replacement. We're not trying to do any of that, right? Especially for our new clients, we don't even mention BC. We just mention the white label platform that we're working with, and we talk about, you know, who the company is and all that, and that certainly helped. But yeah, we've certainly haven't been mentioning BC even on the migration points as well. So. How about you, Catherine? How's everything going on your end? Oh, look, she stepped out for a sec. Bonjour, Giles. How's it going, man? How are things in on the East Coast there?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. Thank you. I had to hide myself there while I wolfed down a hamburger. It's about 5:30 here. So no, yeah, no, things are going well. I've got I probably got 3 sites left on BC, and I'm migrating. I think I've only got 2 so far on Triple. I'm waiting to migrate a big one with e-commerce. That's when I want to, because a lot of my sites are e-commerce based. So I've been using a lot of Shopify in the interim. But I do want to try this particular one, which on Triple. So I'm looking forward to that day. So
cool.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, we're gonna get going to Alex here pretty soon, but before we do that, just want to let everybody know, and I'll mention this at the end of the meeting as well. But we're going to have an extra Treehouse session in 2 weeks. It'll be May 8th, and we'll send some notes to everybody. But it'll be more of like an open panel session. We'll spend a bit more time. I'm going to run through a case study. Peter will be running through one. I think Catherine and Adam as well. So if anybody else wants to run through a client case study, and it's going to be like, we'll just be talking for like 5, 6, 7 minutes about a particular site that we did, the challenges that we had, how we overcome the obstacles, and then we'll just open up to the floor. Like we'll have like just a Q&A, like open panel session. So it's a great opportunity if anybody's new to Triple, or if they've just started out with Triple and they just want to like just get a raw and uncut version of the platform. We're going to be doing that on May 8th. So just mark your calendars. We will send the invite out for that as well. So I think it's important to spend time talking about this kind of stuff as well. So with that being said, I am going to pass you over to the man of the hour. That is Alex out on the way East Coast, and take it away, Alex. It's all your show. Hopefully he's still here.
Can you hear me?
We can.
Okay, good. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you all partners who are watching and who will be watching recording, who are present here for choosing Triple and for launching wonderful, powerful websites, for cooperating with us, for giving us feedback, for helping each other. and that's been a great journey, and we enjoy it more and more every day. I also would like to thank our team for delivering great results, and some of them are here. So I probably have the biggest stack of news I have ever delivered, and it's better than the Christmas. It looks better than the Christmas list that we had in December. So first of all, I'd like to speak about financial longevity. I actually used that term from, I think, Aaron or somebody who asked me recently. And I know you guys were, I got these questions multiple times. How are you guys doing? Are you gonna, somebody used the term, will you stay afloat and things like that. So I'd like to share some news and what's going on in that department. So 3 weeks ago, we have been approved for an investment from a US investor, and we've been negotiating for some time. And after an audit from their end and analysis of our results, our partners, our competitors, our pricing, we've got an approval, and the first funds are on our account already. I'm not allowed to share much details, but that's great news. That's extremely great news for us as a team, as a business, and for the community. How will that affect you? You might ask. It's only positive. So this only means that we're adding more developers. We already did, actually. And that means more features, more fat releases, more bonuses, and basically more flexibility, ability for you to build bigger websites, better infrastructure. So that's the next step for us. We stopped feeling ourselves as a startup now, so we're kind of moving more, so getting more confidence. So that's the first news, and I hope that brings satisfaction to some of you guys. Next thing is I'd like to congratulate some of you, because I see your businesses, the partners' businesses are thriving. So only a few of you share their success, whether with our team, with me, or with the community. But most don't. But we're monitoring your developments. And April has been the most active for live sites and trial sites being created. So we had one day was 5 live sites. It was our biggest day where we got live sites. And we also like seeing more Pro and Pro Plus sites being activated. And that means that you guys are utilizing the power of custom modules. And that's an amazing news. Among activated websites, we see migrations, of course. That's number one. We see a lot of new builds, and some of them are pretty big, and that's extremely great news. And I've seen some of you guys making some really good deals and new projects coming in. And Code Production does some of the developments of those websites. Some of you guys don't want to send it to Code Production for whatever reason, try to handle it yourselves, but it's a great news, because you guys are making business. You're making, getting new projects on board. So that's an amazing thing to watch, and we like to see that you guys are thriving, and we're also kind of going in tech. And we also see heavy usage of templates. So those free templates they we offer through Partner Portal, we see really heavy usage of that. So right now we have, for one, we ask you to delete all the unnecessary trial sites back in the day. So right now we have one average. It's on one live site, it's now 4 trial sites. A month ago was 3 live sites, and means that we have more sites in development, and these are migrations and new builds. And it's amazing to watch those, and it's a lot of websites. Case study session is an amazing idea. It's kind of cool to have an exclusive opportunity to see everybody's websites. I mean, I kind of enjoy that, but it's kind of sad that others don't see that. It's really, you know, I'm really surprised how you guys are utilizing custom modules. We're blown away how you guys, the size of the websites, the even like the clients, some of them are huge corporations that you're building websites for. And it's really, really unfortunate that we cannot share, we don't have the opportunity for the community to see the success of other partners. So I think the case study session is such a great idea, and thanks for doing that, guys. Okay, so do we have any questions? So no, we don't have any questions. I can go on. It's not gonna take 45 minutes. So we're coming from, next is, we're coming from BC experience, where we basically didn't expect anything. We expected nothing. And with Treehouse, we're trying to implement the opposite mentality, where when you can always expect more. So we try to add bonus features and improvements into every sprint, if you have noticed. Those bonus items, we try those to be important features and improvements for most active users. So we constantly monitoring your live sites and your developments, and we always want to know what's important for you, and we leave some room in the sprint for developers so they could develop things, important things for most active users. So this sprint is not exception. Let me start sharing my screen. Can you share my screen? As you have noticed, we took two most voted features into multiple domains and post clients which are not paying. One of you is helping us with the layouts for your end clients to see when they're not paying. I think it will be soft pause and hard pause. And it's, I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna enjoy that. But besides that, we're also working on a search per module, starting next sprint, starting this sprint, starting May 8th. The search per module items will become significant, will work significantly faster. So whatever, if you use search a lot per module items, and you'll notice the significant speed increase. That's feature already got confirmed, and we are also working on some performance boosts in the system. Plus, there are some more unexpected features that I'm not gonna spoil at the moment that are important for you guys. Okay, so let me see if we have any questions and if I can go on. Okay, I lost my chat again. No questions.
Sorry, Alex, just real quick on the multiple domain names. There's no limit to that, right? Like you can just add as many as you want, and this doesn't include subdomains, right?
Hey Vlad, can you help me out with that? I think it's unlimited.
Yeah, you can add any number of custom domains for your site in the website section in the partner portal. and this feature will just pull that all the domains that assign it to your site and provide you an ability to add a particular start page, homepage, basically, for any of them.
Okay, so if we're using like GoDaddy and we create the subdomain in GoDaddy, we can carry that over to prepend the www, so we can.
Yeah, you can create several domains, subdomains, and then they will. Yeah.
Good. Oh, okay, we have a question. For the domain names, can we assign one to a specific landing page that isn't the homepage? Can you answer that a lot?
Yeah, this is why this feature comes here. So
Yeah.
there will be the selection for the homepage for the default domain that will basically be triple core, trial site core subdomain. And then each of your custom domains will be allowed to inherit the default domain homepage, or you can assign a specific homepage. So, for example, my site.triple.co will go to my homepage, and let's say my blog.com sites will go to /blog page if I want.
Okay, good. I think I can go ahead. Okay, so things that we're working, I'd like to share the things that we're working on the background so you guys understand. So, because some features, they take even up to several months to develop because they involve a lot of infrastructure work. The first thing is that's been in development and that required a lot of some good amount of infrastructure work, not more infrastructure, but more core CMS work, is NICE 2.0. So it's scheduled for June, and we're really good on track with that. So it's most likely will be not in this sprint, but next or in the second, it will be in the beginning of June or in the end of June. And starting after that, so we're basically building the base. And starting after that, we'll be adding more and more features. So right now, it's going to be the first version will only have it will have amazing style options. So you can style your text, and you can also call the WYSIWYG editor into a pop-up. That's the first thing that's in the background. I'm pretty sure your client's going to appreciate that. The next thing is single sign-on. So basically, you now have this password that give you, and the thing that we're working on is where you'll be able to change the partner portal password, and will apply to FTP, and it will work to all of your sites. We will also connect it to your Triple Core website where you vote, and we will also connect it to Code Production where you for support tickets. So it's going to be one system. We're actually going to take the support system into Partner Portal. So if it's going to be all one solid, it's a separate service for keeping the it's for storing the passwords, and that's what we're building at the moment. So that should bring some ease of use for you guys, for partners. And it will also help us implement some other features that we're working on, and I will mention a little later. Other thing that we're working on at the moment is advanced and super flexible URL manager. So this is something we also plan to launch during the summer, and that will be as flexible as possible. Okay, moving next. So you probably have seen this news. So BC App Store is closing down in August. Is EOLing in August, and some BC websites are heavily rely on the apps that are purchased and installed from the BC App Store. So in July, we're launching our first add-on, which will be an automatic backup equivalent. So this is #1 most popular BC app in the BC App Store. You'll be able to purchase it right from the partner portal. So there will be a separate section, add-on section, and we're building a platform for that right now. So that will be the first add-on, and starting after that, we'll be adding more and more add-ons. Regarding the automatic backup app, it will have at least the same functions that the current BC app automatic backup in the BC App Store, but it may have more. So we at least going to keep the same functions, but we, as always, are planning to add more. And it won't cost more than what you or your clients paid for the app in the BC App Store. I hope you guys enjoy that news, and we're planning to launch that in July and have it available for you in July before the EOL, the BC App Store EOL. Okay, moving next. If you have any questions on the add-ons, oh guys, you don't. Do we have to install the BC to Treehouse app? That's a Treehouse backup. So basically, it will do the same thing that at least in the beginning, it will be a set of features, the same set of features that automatic backup app did for your BC site. So we will create an equivalent for your Treehouse site. So you could offer that to your client, and you can use that. And of course, we're having some great ideas on how to make it extremely great. Eventually, we want to turn it into a Dropbox experience, where you have a separate folder on your computer where we should develop. It's a separate software piece, and we already investigated that part, so that's where we're aiming eventually. Okay. Going next. BC to Treehouse app. That's the thing that you guys are using, and that's the project that you are waiting on. So tomorrow, we're working on the blogs and blog posts. So tomorrow we will launch version 3.0. It's actually already available, but it's locked. That the new options are locked, and they will get unlocked tomorrow. Okay, starting tomorrow, you can migrate all of your blogs, including posts, SEO data, tags, authors, categories, assign layout, and release dates. So just one checkbox, start migration, and everything will get migrated. So you've seen it working. It has little things that are little glitches that we're planning to finish tomorrow. So keep an eye on the news, and this will will become available tomorrow. So I hope this will save you a whole bunch of time and thousands of dollars. Okay. It's available. Oh, also, starting version 3.0, you will be able to update the app right through the app from the BC site. So there will be, if your website is using old version, there will be a button, update the app, and it will update it automatically. Now, I know that some new users, especially new users, experience problems installing the app through the BC App Store and getting the error. So we will, Michael Sounder has suggested that install button would take you to the Treehouse site where you download the most updated version. Okay. No questions. Good. We can move on. So next thing, well, as you know, we have been recommended by Adobe recommended as a migration partner, and we got quite an interest from the BC community. We still have new signups, for Partner Portal every day, at least one, and we have a lot of interest from the BC community, and that and those guys are really how do you call that, anxious to start doing things. So we would like to celebrate. We would like to welcome new users that joined us in April and end of March, and would like to celebrate existing partners by bringing some changes to our partner program. Thank you those who have filled this survey. This helped us as well to make certain decisions. So these are the changes that are coming to partner program. So now we are adding template assets, which are source files of 11 templates, 268 PSD files total, with separate HTML, CSS, unminified CSS for developers, and JavaScript of each template into the partner program. So if you're a Treehouse partner, you get access to that. And the way you get it, you need to have a GitHub account, free account. So we basically, and send it to us, we basically add you to our GitHub, to our directory where we store all of the templates. So whenever we update them, you will have access to the very latest version. So every new partner that joins us, they will also get that. And we would like to, the reason why we did that is there are a lot of VC partners, former VC partners, and both free users, free Treehouse users, and paid partners that are not making websites like for a really long time. So we'd like to boost your business a little bit by giving you this opportunity, so you can take these designs and use them for your new projects, or you can take the source code to build new projects. Then that should help you get started. Hope you guys enjoy this new opportunity. We also have updated our existing sites, our existing templates, I'm sorry. I think we have that added, a new section added in the detail page of every site. No, it's not here. So basically, there will be a tab right here called Updates, and you will see the updates that we perform. Those would come pretty much in every sprint. And if you notice, I hope you noticed that we have launched 2 new templates within the last sprint as well. Okay, let's move forward. Oh, we also have another change in the partner program that was suggested by one of the free users in the survey. We had that idea back in the day, but we didn't think it was a good timing. But now we think it's perfect timing. So now for the new for the free users, we're offering an installment plan. So you're now able to, we split the $2,000 fee into 4 payments, and you can start with you can split in 4 months basically. So that should help to those BC partners that are not making much business lately, and together with the template assets, that should give you a pretty good start. So, but thanks for feedback, and thanks for suggesting that that idea. Okay, and those guys who has purchased bundles that we were offering for the template assets will get you the money back. So don't worry about that. So we were heavily marketing that. So we're just gonna give you a refund if I'll go through the list, and if I forget, just email us and we'll do a refund. Okay, moving forward. I should, like, whenever I launch news, I should have like some button for music to start playing. Okay, one more thing I'd like to share. So Upgrade Parade is LLC is the company that owns Code Production and Triple CMS. So we have been developing. What was the refund for? Sorry, I missed that. Okay, Ryan, if you have purchased the bundle of template assets that we offered last month, I think, since we're now offering the all template assets within the partner program, together with partner program, we're just gonna do a refund of those. I think it was $400 and $600. So as a business, as developers, we Upgrade Parade have reached some very significant results in effectiveness of being a team that can really deliver really big projects that work and that bring value. And we have our expertise has grown, our tools, our processes has grown significantly in the last year. So, and we've been exposed to many new opportunities, and we were approached by several bigger companies if we can do work for them because of the results that we're delivering with Triple and our previous ventures as well. In addition, since we became a more product company, delivering some amazing results and having our processes organized the way we organize them, we will become attractive company here in Ukraine, in the area where all of our management and development is located, among developers and among specialists, IT specialists, and we'll get applications from very skilled specialists wanting to work in Upgrade Parade, doing things like Triple. And that's why we're plus, in addition, we would like to give you guys, our community, an opportunity to bid for huge projects, so projects that are a couple $100,000 and stuff. So as you probably understand, to build things like Triple on a constant basis requires a lot of organization, a lot of resources, a lot of skills, a lot of experience, a lot of everything. But it's possible, and it seems like we're figuring out how to do that. So we'd like to share that, give you opportunity to utilize our experience and our success with Triple to go in for bigger stuff. So that's why we have upgraded our website. So upgradeparade.co. Hope if you find typos, let me know, as always. So these are, this is the new website. It's been upgradeparade.net, now it's upgradeparade.co. So we basically, this is all the information you need to know, and this is the type of systems that we're really good at. And check that out. And if you have a client or opportunity for a really big project and you have no idea how to build systems for multiple data centers with load balancers, with high bandwidth visits and stuff, don't worry. We know how to do that. You don't have to go through a whole bunch of educations and stuff. We have all the tools and processes in place. We will be able to organize a team for you, and organize all the necessary processes. We have all the expertise. You don't have to go to and learn some new courses and stuff. Everything is ready. Everything is here. So go ahead and hope this will bring more great opportunities for your business.
Alex, just real quick question.
Yes.
So if we're bidding on big projects that require API integrations, I know you guys haven't opened up API yet, but if we were to utilize your services for creating that integration, I'm assuming they're REST APIs, that you guys can help with that?
Exactly. This is a custom web application. So that will be that can be a custom add-on, or that can be a separate application stored somewhere. So it can be just a separate standalone project like this one. This project has become very, very successful, and we built it. We designed the architecture and everything. So we did it. We started working that before we did work on Treehouse, and a lot of things that we learned, even during development of this project, we have applied to build in Treehouse. I mean, too. And
so I have a bid that I'm putting in, and they have, it's a civic bid, and they have I think 5 API connections with various vendors that they want incorporated into the site. Would it be one of those things where you guys would inspect and do the due diligence on those vendor APIs to see if it's possible, or is that like I'm just a lot of the stuff I'm on the bidding side of things, like it needs to be done right away. So it's like I know it's a lot of back and forth, right? But would your team, while you're quoting, actually do the due diligence of going in and checking out to see what's available to do?
Exactly. Well, that's everything beyond Treehouse. So everything that's beyond Treehouse, that's you go to upgrade parade, and the way that works is you basically send us the details, as much details as you have. We will have a call. It's going to be one of the project managers and one of the IT specialists, senior specialist. And we gather all the details, and after that, after the call, we'll send you a ballpark estimation with suggested stack of technologies that we offer.
Okay, so you're not charging for like a discovery session then? That's
for a ballpark, no. Especially for Treehouse partners. For non-Treehouse partners, no, I'm probably going to charge them. So yeah.
Good stuff.
Okay. I will finish by asking you guys to vote number 1. So there are very, very few votes now. We have scheduled 1 item, 3 items. 3 most voted items are whether scheduled for this sprint, for next sprint. So those partners that didn't vote, please go in, log into your to Treehouse website. I know it's a little trick, but it's a different website. Okay, you can, if you don't know what to vote for, ask Catherine, and she will use her votes for her stuff. And vote for the items that you need most, because we really, really rely on those, and we monitor those before every sprint. And it takes a lot of work because we inspect how much time it's going to take for each feature to be added. That's thing number 1. The next thing that's really, really, really important is please showcase your live sites. I mean, it's like we get only 5% of sites that are activated are showcasing, and it's kind of sad because we miss so awesome websites that are not showcased, and the community doesn't see that. So again, it's going through to Treehouse website and clicking the showcase live site tab. And okay, Alex didn't know there's a vote contract. Okay. And please give us your testimonial. That's also very, very important. If you like Treehouse, if you don't like Treehouse, don't give us a testimonial. But I didn't see those yet. Okay. And another thing is, the last thing I will ask you guys is to fill out the survey. We still have a lot of you guys that didn't fill out the survey, and that really, really, really helps us to understand the picture.
So if anybody doesn't feel like voting and they want to give up their votes, I will definitely steer you in the way of what I need. So I'm sure there's people here that just feels like an episode of Survivor here. Yeah, let's. If you don't feel like voting, we'll tell you what to vote for. So how's that sound?
We have discussed together with Vlad 2 days ago. We have discussed the adding more justice to the voting process in the future. So basically, the votes would become like a currency. So basically, you will. Let me stop sharing my screen.
Trade votes. I love it.
Trade votes may bring some corruption, and yeah, it will some unhealthy culture. I mean,
Adam, you see me giving that $500 bill to you through the screen, right? Give me your votes, thank you.
Yeah. So basically, we're thinking of adding a currency where a live website gives you like 0.1 to your vote. A purchase add-on or like a live website would be 0.2. A purchased add-on will add 0.1. So basically, the more you use the system, the more you utilize the system, the heavier you utilize the system, the more votes you have. So we're kind of thinking in that direction eventually, after we're done with this whole BC thing, BC replacement project, so to speak. But we're going to talk with you about that. How do you like that idea before we implement it? Okay, I don't have anything else. I hope you enjoyed the goodies and news. If you have any questions, please let me know.
I like that idea, as long as the person who has the most websites agrees with what I want out of Treehouse.
That's right.
I'm sorry, what? As long as the person?
The person who has the most websites agrees with what I want out of Treehouse.
Okay.
Which I think is it Peter has the most? Do we know? Yeah.
Peter's the one.
I don't remember. I think it may be Peter, but Peter has smaller websites. It's like more essential business for now. And we have other guys using more Pro and Pro Plus. I think we had at least 3 Pro Plus websites launched this week. Yeah. First update.
Well, thank you so much, Alex. It's a huge round of applause there for all your team's efforts and being reactive with us partners and being patient. And still a long way to go, but it's certainly it's fitting our need, that's for sure. And right from the get-go, like when the EOL thing happened, it was the closest thing that we had, and it was like now it's a no-brainer. So thank you. So just a reminder to everyone, we are looking at May 8th. We'll probably do it around 3 p.m. just to kind of give the Aussies and the Kiwis a bit more time to get up a little bit later in the day. Sorry, Peter and Alex, on that one. I'll ship some beer to you, keep you awake there, John and Peter. But yeah, we'll probably do it around 3 p.m., which I guess is about 8 a.m. In Sydney. And that'll be May 8th / May 9th. So I'll put some details on Facebook and on Slack, and then we'll post it on the Adobe Business Catalyst page as well, in case anybody's interested. So we have 2 minutes left. The floor is open to anyone that wants to say hi or say anything. All right. Well, I would consider that a close to the meeting. We all have businesses to run and beers to drink and lives. So thank you, everyone, for participating. We had a total head count of looks like 24 today, so it was a good turnout today. And we will see you all, hopefully, and more on May 8th / 9th. Thanks, guys.